all seems not to be well with the APC in Niger State. Ibeto dumps party in Niger. So, um, defection by key party members continue unabated, with the latest being the resignation of a party member of the Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Council and Assistant Secretary of the North Central Directorate of Mobilization of the Campaign Council, Ambassador Ahmed Musa Ibeto. Ibeto, a former deputy governor and former Nigerian ambassador to South Africa, dumped the party on Tuesday, citing, among other things, lack of unity of purpose among party members and stakeholders as his reason for dumping the ruling party he joined in 2015 from the PDP, the former in a letter of resignation dated February 3rd, 2023, addressed to the APC, or to the chairman of the APC, Ibeto Central Ward, Magama Local Government, Niger State, said he is not only leaving the party, he is resigning his membership of the APC Presidential Campaign Council and Secretary of the North Central Directorate of Mobilization of the Tinubu Shetima Campaign Council. Part of the letter he personally signed, a copy which was made available to newsmen in Mina, reads, "Mr. Chairman, with my many years of active participation in politics and as a former party administrator and elected official into many political offices, both state and national, I have come to the conclusion, or this conclusion, for many reasons, chiefly among which are the absence of unity of purpose among party members and stakeholders occasioned by conflicts, unending litigations, internal threats and counter-threats of anti-party activities, lack of genuine reconciliation coupled with a lack of commitment and dedication to the success of the party by many stakeholders. For these oblivious reasons, I concluded that I can not continue to be a member of the party." And he continues, and he goes on. I mean, to be honest, first reactions and first impressions is, listen, it's not surprising. I mean, you understand, defection is like drinking water in Nigerian politics. People defect from one place to another. And usually, it is very much vague responses. I don't align with, the party's this, I don't that. But consistently, as we've seen, a lot of people from the campaign council for the APC in different states, they do seem to be saying the same thing, especially when it comes to internal threats within the party, because it's like everything is going left. And you can say the same for other parties, but I think specifically for the APC, those that have decided to go, especially in their letters, they have all said the exact same thing. And this is relating to literally the peace in the party, talking about what? The unending drama, people, not being dedicated and committed. Those are pretty much vague answers anyway. But when it comes to the peace and, of course, the internal threats and anti-party allegations, what? I mean, what do you phrase as anti-party, allegations and anti-party activities? I think the Senate president was accused of that, and he was threatened with a suspension, which is quite drastic. So, it is safe to say that actually there has been a consistent pattern with those that have been defecting. It's not just been a vague letter of I'm leaving, I don't align with this party, blah, blah, blah. But it's definitely been about the party's internal dealings, internal operations. And, it just seems maybe too intense and counterproductive for this time. And this is not just in one state. This is in several states. So it's definitely a party, the internal, I guess, organizational structure, organizational culture, really, because that is pretty much what would, I guess, form in many reasons. If it's like if the same thing is happening in different regions around the country, then it's definitely the common denominator here is not just the people, but the party itself. So, I mean, that pretty much says a lot. I mean, it's as you can say or can describe what this is, it's another dropout, because it's like individuals seem not to just align anymore, to be honest. I mean, we'll see what happens. I think they're just dropping little by little numbers here and there, but I wouldn't say it is enough. If you say a lot of people, let's say we're talking hundreds of individuals have defected to other parties in a short, drastic time, then of course I think that would sort of give that sense of urgency to then justifiably describe the APC, as a party that all is not going well. But really, we'll have to wait and see still what they're doing. Again, one or two people falling off here and there doesn't really, because I think it's been, I can say almost one per state. I've read for Bono, and this is even in this case, this is, what state is this again? Niger. So it's not like, and it's been for the same reason. And it's fun because it's such a formal process. Each person that is defecting or trying to dump the party would have to write an official letter, direct that whoever it is, just to show reasons why they are not in alignment anymore. What a shame. Well, what difference will it make? Exactly, that is the point, to be honest. But I think this is not good because, again, of course, opposition can use this as ammunition against the party and say, well, listen, you have individuals, key stakeholders that are dropping like flies. What do you expect? How can we reflect that your party is capable of producing the best candidates with peace, and also able to become and be a ruling party? Because I think you have to understand, yes, you have the president, but there's also a ruling party, and of course, usually the presidential candidates party usually that wins is the ruling party. But in terms of that power, it's like more than just the individual is also the party. So you should never treat, both entities as individuals separate from each other. In fact, they intertwine. They are literally the same. But we can look at the comments and also see what individuals are saying. APC Wahala everywhere. Kai. More decamping loading. And to be honest, whoever wins, it will be worse than this. When it comes to the campaign, you always see, especially after the elections, it's like the flock would go from this party to another, from this party to another, and it's like everyone is recycling each other, to be honest. But really, it's not surprising. I mean, it's getting to that time, and the defection will get worse. I think those that are leaving now, it is kind of getting late, but it's not too late. So you might say the ones leaving now, maybe have an ounce or just a little, an iota of transparency, just a little. Maybe they're genuine, just to a little extent, because they're actually giving reasons that do align with one another, and we'll see how it is. But APC has produced another dropout yet again, dropout number 2 for today. That's very sad, but it is what it is. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.